We back for round 2 because technical difficulties stopped us from round 1. My name is David Allen.
Michael Coleman.
This is Dem Boyz Sports.
Dem.
Thank you very much for listening. Today, we're just going to talk about some basketball, baseball, football, MMA, boxing. We're going to talk about it all.
I got the list.
We're going to talk about it all. Just to start it off, we're going to talk about Frank Kaminsky, end of the year awards.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Player of the year, he wins all 5 awards.
Right.
Fair? Not fair.
Not fair.
Not fair.
No.
Why not?
Shame on you, voters. Shame on you, coaches. That's just that's pathetic. You have other players that Okafor should have been in the mix. You have some few other players. Even the University of Kentucky is a player on there. Willie Cauley-Stein should have been in one of those. So you have some other players that are more worthy.
Mm-hmm.
Not all 5, and I think you looked up researched a good information there.
Doug McDermott actually last year had all 5 as well.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Those 2 players, Frank Kaminsky and Doug McDermott, do not represent college basketball.
No.
They're not the best.
Not when you're talking about that distinguished level. Like, who's going to talk about McDermott and Kaminsky 15 years now? They're family. Correct. I mean, far as
and they're good college players. Correct.
When it comes to college basketball greats, I don't even think you're going to hear too many commentators throwing in the mix.
Correct.
Now, McDermott, great shooter.
Fact.
All-time great player. I don't think so.
He could take the ball to the hole a little bit better than J.J. Redick could, and maybe that's one thing that players saw. But J.J. Redick was actually another one who had all 5 awards. He won all 5 of the National Player of the Year awards, and so did Kevin Durant. But these are, Kevin Durant, I feel, was the only one. Kevin Durant and actually J.J. Redick were the only ones that actually deserving of that award for that time. Doug McDermott and Frank Kaminsky right now, I don't know what.
It's like you're going backwards in time, cultural dynamics, so to say, and then that's where you say you don't like to talk about the race issue, but then that's where it comes up again. Yes, they're good players. Yes, they're good for college basketball, but you're going to say all 5 awards?
Anthony Davis didn't win all 5?
Right. He deserved to win all 5.
Anthony Davis didn't win all 5. Correct. He deserved to win all 5. He was the player of the year, hands down, at that time. Frank Kaminsky is not the hands down player of the year. Maybe we're just nitpicking as far as that, but certain players deserve awards.
And McDermott's team, how far did it go in the NCAA tournament?
Well, they made it to the finals, but they didn't beat the real player of the year, who was Okafor, is what I felt. I mean,
how do you do that? That's the person that draws all attention that teams game plan for. How do you not reward that?
Correct.
Shame on you.
Hopefully it doesn't go to, the NBA voting as well and just give somebody a title just because his name is LeBron James. But, I
don't see that. I think you have a good hype for Stephen Curry and actually James Harden. But then again, I always throw Anthony Davis in there just because 3 years he's there and what he's didn't play the entire season. If he played healthy, they probably would have been higher than the AFC.
Correct. Yeah.
So, and with the least amount of talent than Stephen Curry. But, we'll keep on our segment. So,
do you think, as far as the landscape of basketball, Coach K used to be a guy that tried to get the players that, played for 4 years, kind of like, Tom Izzo. But now he's trying to get those one-and-done players. You got your Calipars getting the one-and-done players. Other organizations that have that can get the one-and-done players are trying to do so. Do you find the landscape trying to change to go into those one-and-done? Or
you have no choice if you want to compete and be in the mix. I mean, I think a few years – it was a year or two ago – Duke got sent out early because you didn't have the players.
Correct.
They got sent out by a mid-major team. I remember when Belmont beat, or then I remember when Mercer.
Just last year.
Mercer beat. I mean, and so, here's the thing. In the nature of competition, what you going to do?
You have to adapt with the times.
You have to get those players. But my thing is with Coach K, let's not act like you're this crispy clean person and you snide comments or these. my thing is, let's get off that status quo stuff, and this is what it is evolved into now. So may the best coach win that can recruit those players, and this is what it's evolved in. And so a lot of times you have an NCAA that has not, with rules and compliance and stuff, has not, when you don't adapt and change with the times, you become what? No longer needed, obsolete, and extinct.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. If NCAA is willing to, as far as the entity in NCAA, and the thing, then they can be out there on their own, But the thing is, when I was talking to someone now, NCAA is a multi-million-dollar. It's an industry.
Correct.
Before, when it started, it was a place to house sports and tournaments. But now it's an industry,
a business.
It's a business of itself, and that's what people have to look at and stop doing that blind eye. Like the NCAA is just a governing body. It's an industry.
Correct.
It's making millions of dollars, almost billions a year.
And so, the coaches are getting the money. The ADs are getting the money. The schools are getting the money.
So why not the players? They're the ones that help them to get the revenue.
There's I don't know I forgot what it was called, the company, but they're starting to actually put like a escrow account for players after to basically stay in school. And so it's kind of almost like a pay to play, except they're not paying them at the time of them going to class. But they say if you go to your junior year and you have this many baskets or this many assists and this many that, you'll get paid a certain amount for each of those things that you accomplish. Okay. And so is that, I don't know if because I didn't bring this up in the prep room, and actually it was I just kind of something that was brought to my attention just earlier. And do you feel that is illegal, or how do you feel that's going to work?
I mean, to me, NCAA is greedy, selfish, and they're about the money. And so the thing is, you have an old cultural mentality towards the players and the hierarchy of that office. So the thing is, you're at this point that it's going to force their hand to make a viable decision. That's going to hurt up top. You can't have. Here's the thing: is you have student athletes that are helping NCAA as a whole and their institutions produce millions of dollars, and their career, their professional playing career, is not guaranteed compensated.
And that's
why you have these people leave early, is because while my body's in good shape, I have to give it a shot. Why I have to I'm in good shape, and I know the healthiest I can be. I got to try to get out here where they say I have a potential to play. I have a sure win, or if I have or you're in a position where you have a guaranteed contract in any of the sports out there. Well, now, here's the thing: it's always basketball, but really the most highest players between is baseball players.
Correct.
So nobody ever talks about them going into farm system out of high school. Nobody ever has an issue with that. You know why? Because there's not that many minority players that do that.
True.
But it's okay for them to leave early, not even go to college, right out of high school, get the farm system.
Correct.
No one ever. Why is that not an issue?
Not maybe because it's not brought up by the actual head of the major league. And because that's who
I wouldn't bring it up either if I would get you younger and have a chance.
Correct. to exploit you earlier. That's actually a fantastic question, because I've never really looked at it into that, and I don't know.
The biggest the business that has, to me, the most out of high school and young athletes is baseball, if you ask me. Nobody ever talked about that.
They don't. And I think that
it's okay for them to get their money while they can, but not those guys that play basketball. Because we know nobody's going to.
I guess it is a double-sided thing. Because there's high school players that go into they just go straight out of high school into the minor leagues, and they get drafted, and they don't go to college, and that's something I have not really thought about, and that's crazy because it's not an issue that it's brought up.
It's not an issue.
But it should be, because if
it's an issue in basketball, it should be an issue in baseball.
Yeah. But the thing is, why the NFL, they have people stay 3 years to their junior year. it's not the NFL, but Shabazz Napier said, he's starving. Go to bed hungry. The last year, or 2 years ago,
NBA, right?
yeah. Now he's in the NBA. He's not starving anymore. But that was a college guy that stayed 4 years, and he didn't have the talent to be a one and done.
No.
So he could not get his money early.
But those who can don't hold him back.
Exactly.
He would have got his money, but not as much as he's worth.
Correct.
Now.
Correct.
The thing is, he still would have been in the NBA playing because of the talent, but not that highest contract he's capable of in the state. So I agree. So that shows that everyone's situation is different. True. You can't cookie cutter a rule
each
because everyone's situation, and I don't think some people get it that they're, again, I stand by most of your highly talented, high level Division I players that go play NBA. Most of them, exception a few, come from poverty.
Correct.
Most of your high level athletes come from the poverty side of the road of the railroad track. So
now
Calipari gets it. People don't like him, but
very true. Very true. Transition over to baseball.
But then I agree with you. You have your notes. Why didn't Kevin Durant?
No, Kevin Durant did. Kevin Durant did win all 5.
Okay, right.
Kevin Durant was the last. I felt he was the last legitimate all 5 guy.
Right.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah. Anthony Davis.
I showed you how much I keep with those awards. To me, those awards in college sports that is really does not save their future. To me, it's more of a political dance than anything than actually giving an award to a person that deserves it. That's how I feel about those awards, and even on the high school level, I felt the same way.
Political.
About those awards. So, and then of course, professionally, it's all political.
Correct.
Or popular political.
Which should not be the case, but is.
All right. Moving on. My man.
Oh my goodness.
Son, we just had a catastrophe.
Technical difficulties is not function over here.
We just gonna do it without the sign.
That's all right.
Without the backtrack.
We like to thank K-Bath for giving us the sign and everything.
Thank you.
Chris Bryant is now called up. We had talked about him earlier. The whole Cubs sending him down, and actually, what's funny is the Diamondbacks are doing that to one of their guys.
Right.
That it's not really brought up because that guy's Hispanic. Chris Bryant's white. Isn't it? It's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. But Chris Bryant's in he's playing pro ball now, and his first game 0 for 4.
Yeah, 0 for 4. 3 Ks. Didn't have a great.
Not at all. Not at all.
Didn't have
the second time around, he went 2 for 3 with 2 walks, and.
But why they make a big deal of it? I mean, first you get adjusted to the speed, to the pitches, and the dynamics. It's a fact. I mean, here's the thing: is like, how could you say it's a faster game? Well, it is. The major league game compared to the minor league to a AA, AAA, it's a faster game.
Yeah,
and so that player has to get adjusted to how you play that game. It's just it just have it is. Even though it seems long for us, it's a faster game for those coming from that.
It seems like a longer game, but yeah, it does. When you're put into the game, things tend to speed up, and that's kind of what we mean by the game is a little bit faster. When you go into those tighter situations, the pressure situations, your heart rate beats up a little faster.
and you strike out 4 times.
You strike out 4 times, yeah, exactly.
You swing a sinker and a curveball,
and the next day you realize why did I do this? Let me take a step back, breathe, breath, slows down. And you go 2 for 3.
Yeah, 2 for 3. I mean, they like had this first day. Oh, he went over. His first day.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what did you do? On your first day.
On your first day. Obviously, I mean, some people have hit the home runs, and some people have gone, 0 for 4 with 3 Ks.
Like every person doesn't come out there. But it's just interesting. Diamondbacks do the same thing to a Hispanic player, and then there's this is unethical. This is that.
It's not. It wasn't brought up.
Shame on you, Major League Baseball.
Why wasn't it brought up? That's literally what I want to know.
Because was
the fans?
Because it wasn't Bryant. Well, the fans kicked up ruckus, so actually he had some favor or some support.
Now Thomas was not having Yasmani Thomas was not having as good a spring as Chris Bryant was.
Right.
So people weren't as all on his tail about what a season he's going to have. people were like that with Chris Bryant. Maybe that's the cause for the hype. I don't know. But
yeah, we'll leave that
as that. Correct. Straight into my favorite playoff basketball. Gonna just go through the series. Got the Warriors, Pelicans that already played today.
Right.
Warriors got that game.
Yeah, Pelicans didn't have any interior defense for stopping it. I mean, really, you had your jump shots and everything, but the Warriors did a great job of driving the ball to the basket and cutting and slashing and just getting a high percentage. But again, I'm a big believer the higher percentage shots is ones that get you deeper into your playoffs.
They only lost by 7, but I
thought that was great.
Exactly. I mean, I felt they could have lost by a lot more.
I shows you coaching and players getting it done together, even though they weren't winning size. So was it Monte Williams?
Yes, correct. Monty Williams.
Monty Williams did.
Heck of a job coaching and getting to the playoffs, right?
Yep.
My surprise team. I did not think they would beat the Spurs and be able to get into the playoffs. But
I think the Spurs knew they were in and said, "Hey."
Well, Spurs are playing the Clippers now.
Right. That's going to be interesting.
Very interesting.
It's 2 different styles of play.
Correct.
So one, cram it down your throat up the court, attack fast, and another one is let's run the shot clock down and have the other team walk the ball up.
Let's play that Princeton basketball.
Well, you have to when you're at that good ripe age
of 39, right?
Right. So, man, it's like
But they got some.
It's
youth.
like the adult league, playing
youth.
NBA. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's like me. I have no business being out there right now. In my mind, I can go.
But they got Kawhi Leonard.
Right.
They got the Danny Greens.
Right.
They got other guys that are younger. They do have their youth, but they are old.
Right. I like to see. I still see the Spurs able to execute and get past the Clippers. Had some animosity.
I'm gonna go with the Spurs. On this. They lost that last one. They were second and put them actually to number 6 seed. So one game, 2 to 6 really. I'm going Spurs, and so you're going Spurs as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Houston, Dallas. Really, I
think that's going to go the distance of the full series.
That
just
is
because it's a rivalry, in-state rivalry, and that's when Rondo comes to life. I mean, the toughest thing is people's like, oh, so Celtics got the better deal with Rondo. No, you just have an unretentive coach in Dallas.
By February 10th, the Celtics actually had a better record than Dallas.
Right.
I mean, the Boston's not doing pretty bad.
I'm just saying, you just have a control freak
as a
Carlisle as a coach, and then you need to let it's a grown man you're talking about. So this is not somebody. Discipline, I understand it's frustrating. You probably need to cooperate more, but some of these coaches in the pro level don't know how to talk to grown men well, or how to deal with them as grown men. So that shows you with their mindset and their kind of how they look at some of these $1 million players.
Correct.
So and that's my thing too. And it's also the importance of coaching is how they perceive these players and how they carry it. And Rick Carlisle comes in the old regime, and so he still has that. This is how we do it my way. I get it, but also you have to learn how to meet people halfway. It's people skills on both sides. Rondo doesn't give a damn about people skills, but if you want to coach, be successful, that's your job to find that middle ground.
I think he's going to leave next year. I think Rondo will leave next year.
I would, because if not, he's going to chokehold the mess out of Rick Carlisle. He's going to pull the Trail Sprewell and PJ Carlissimo. The Trail Sprewell finished his career, and then we got to hear PJ Carlissimo on the radio, which he's terrible. He doesn't even on the radio. It's like the other guy says the game, and he says, "Oh, and he is the third and shoot." All he does is follow with his facts. I was like, man, you're not even broadcasting the game.
Correct.
You just giving tag ons.
That the air gives PJ, to you to tell.
And PJ, you had one night, 1 year wonder season in Seton Hall in the 80s, and then you boosted your career to coach pro, and you didn't know how to relate to grown men, minority men making millions of dollars. You talking to them ridiculous. That's why Nobody come choke you if you're not saying something stupid.
That's true.
So
that's very true.
Does PJ Carlesimo know basketball? Yeah, he knows basketball. I give him credit for that. He's a basketball junkie. He's bad, but
does he know how to talk to people? No. But I'm gonna go with Houston actually. Dallas, I'm not convinced that they're
Dallas is aging too.
Yeah.
So,
so
I think it's streaky.
You got Houston as well.
It's gonna go to me. I think it's just gonna go the distance of the series. This is rivalry.
But who you got?
Houston.
Got Houston.
Gotcha. I mean, I think NBA world would mind seeing the Houston and Spurs San Antonio.
That wouldn't be bad at all. I wouldn't mind that. Portland, Memphis. These are my sleeper teams, actually.
That's a tough
these
one,
are both my sleeper teams. I said it's going to be a Memphis Atlanta final. The NBA will not allow that because that would be the least watched final ever. Memphis Atlanta. Memphis Atlanta final.
That would be
the least watched ever. But they both play good team ball, and that's what I like. But the Warriors,
right? Both exactly.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you exactly. Both play good team ball, and that's just rare these days because everybody's on this Euro style of playing, which is just gunning offensive up and down the court. And I'm not a big fan of Euro. I'm a big fan of that offensive tenacity that Euro players do. That overseas players come in and play. So I do appreciate how they've added that, but I don't think we should change our landscape of basketball because that's what makes us who we are in America is how we play. So,
do you think Euroball is kind of hurt big men in basketball?
Oh yeah.
I wish that, we used to have Shaq and these guys and Olajuwon and scoring 30 a game. What happened to the big man? I mean, you have DeMarcus Cousins. I guess that's the best offensive center in the game today. He's 25.
Right.
That's the best we're getting right now.
What happened is everybody, they speak to me. Everybody want, like you said before, everybody want to see 142 to 130. And that's not good.
Correct.
To me, that's just bad basketball.
It is.
I don't want to pay for a ticket to see, two teams score combined of almost 300 points. I don't want to see. I want to see it's a dog fight, to win the game.
Exactly.
And guess what? An 89 to 85 game is okay with me. Or seeing a pro team, I get excited when I see a professional team where a team only scores 60 something points for the game. That means they were playing.
Exactly.
Like they were serious.
Playing defense.
I get excited when I see that, man.
The Spurs will do that. They have low scoring games. The Heat were doing that. They had low scoring games. You looked at the teams that won championships. Where did they put LeBron James when they won those 2 championships? In the paint. They put him in the paint like a big man.
Right. And you grind it out.
He wasn't shooting threes like he was with Cleveland. I mean, it wasn't happening.
I mean, here's the thing. You say you want to see this Euro ball, but you take a Euro ball team, put them in the league, they're not going to be successful.
No.
Not in America. I don't see it.
Kevin Love needs to be in the paint at all times.
Yeah. But
what is he doing on the 3-point perimeter 50% of the game, 60% of the game? I have
Kevin Love. So here's my question. We talked about the team ball. Who you have? Portland, Memphis. I have Kevin Love. Documentary. That's the next documentary brought to you by LeBron James. I think LeBron won at Wiggins. I think it was more of an office thing.
Correct.
But Portland, Memphis.
Back to I have Memphis, but because I said them early in the year, but they've kind of fallen off at this end of the year. So I'm actually going to switch my pick and go Portland.
Go Portland. I'm gonna go with Memphis.
You stay with Memphis?
Yeah, fine. Just because you have some concerns on Portland side, some injuries.
That's true.
Some people out for the season. Wesley out for the season and playing.
Actually, is a follow back yet?
Huh? I'm not sure. See what I'm saying? So
if it falls out,
no, you can win when you start.
If it falls out, they have no shooting guard.
It's live broadcast.
They have no shooting guard. I can change that many times I want. If a follow is out, they will not win. If a follow is playing, they have. I say they will.
I'm saying I'm going by with the recent statuses, so they have some struggles. So we gonna move on to the
east. ATL, Brooklyn. I'm not even going to justify that.
Atlanta, yeah, I'm going with ATL. I'm going with
Brooklyn. They just don't have the players or the talent just to know the coaching.
Poor Joe Johnson.
Yeah, really.
He's struggling.
Toronto, Washington. This is actually, I think,
it's going to be
a
good series. This is,
I'm excited to watch this. DeRozan, John Wall, Valanciunas, Paul Pierce. I mean,
and here's the thing: people who don't realize, like Paul Pierce is playing some good basketball
right now. He's not. Yeah, he is
going into the CP. He's not washed up. He's playing some good basketball.
You hear his quote the other day about him and KG. The Nets would have fallen apart if it wasn't for those two.
That's true.
It is though.
That's true.
And then it was kind of funny that he said it and brought it up now, but
I'm going to destroy you in this series.
Right.
Well, we want to,
they're not
playing each other.
If they did play, then maybe.
I think that's a true statement. I would like to see Washington and John Wall finally get a breakthrough. He's had some adversity throughout the season.
I'm not a Drake fan, so I'm gonna stick with Washington.
Right,
the Toronto Drakes are not the team for me. The Toronto Drakes.
And he was a Wildcat fan, so he probably he's a bandwagon Wildcat fan.
So don't trust Drake. Yeah. Chicago, Milwaukee, another good Midwest series, and
I think Milwaukee's just a little bit healthier.
They
Chicago. I don't know if Chicago can last. It's the health that you got to look at it. And
the Greek Freak,
right?
Michael Carter Williams, the new addition. They're a long team.
So let's see what Coach Kidd, as in Jason Kidd, what he's learned from not even coaching that long.
That's crazy. He's made a transition. Yeah. To me, he's one of the candidates for Coach of the Year just because of what
he did with the Bucks.
Yeah, right. What he's done with that program.
Bucks and Atlanta Hawks team, as you said, coach, things like that. So I agree with you, but not Steve Kerr.
No. Well, hold up. One more series. One more series.
Okay.
We got the Bucks on that. Both of the Bucks on that actually. Cleveland, Boston.
To me, if Cleveland didn't get that spot and they win another spot, I don't see them getting out of the first round. This just matchup works out in their favor. Yes. So they get past Boston just because of the matchups.
I see a 6 to 7 game series though. I do.
I could say 6. I'll go 6.
Go 6?
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I think Boston can hold their own against them and play a tough series. Marcus Smart guarding Kyrie Irving. I'm excited to see that. I really am.
I think Kyrie Irving is a little faster, though.
He is. But Marcus Smart's a pretty good defender.
He's wide.
And he's a strong guy. We're talking about Coach of the Year, Atlanta. They have the best record in the East, and they were not expected to. So that could be, an option. You got Milwaukee with Jason Kidd. They did not have the record that it says they're one of the top teams in the league, but they turned them around. The other one is the already made team that Steve Kerr received.
Right. So how do you have my thing is, how does somebody have the audacity to say that, have the nerve to say that, to mention that?
I don't know. I
mean, that was an actual ESPN online article.
Correct.
And I was livid when I saw that.
It's not like he doesn't have the coaching. It's not he's not skilled, but he should not be Coach of the Year. I feel he did not bring anything to that team that they were not doing already last year.
Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. I like I said, yeah, all right.
yeah, right. Yeah, so I had to put that. Yeah, right. Like it's not.
You didn't have to build anything. You just came in and maintained a ship that was already.
What is the Atlanta Hawks coach again? I keep skipping that. We'll come back to. I'll get that. But Jason Kidd definitely. Doesn't have the record, but turning the team program around like that, you have to, seeing some crazy. No, you have to. You don't have to give it to him, but he has to be in the conversation. Ending the topics, we're going to switch it up. We talked about basketball, talked about baseball.
Right.
Actually, not. I haven't talked about football yet.
Yeah, I think we got to look at Peterson. Adrian Peterson reinstated. Was the highlight.
Yes, sir.
After he's reinstated, J.J. Watt and Adrian Peterson had the same agent, and J.J. Watt left that agent after Peterson was reinstated. I thought that was just kind of asinine, hypocritical.
Huh.
Like, what are you trying to say, J.J. Watt?
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, J.J. Watt left the agent.
I did hear that he left his agent, but I didn't know that
that
was the same
agent as Adrian Peterson agent.
Huh.
So I was like, what, really? Like, be a grown man.
Correct.
You know, that's silly.
Correct.
Yeah.
Mike Budenholzer. Mike Budenholzer.
Yeah. That's who replaced, I think, Woodson, right?
Mm-hmm. Mike Budenholzer, you should be the coach of the year.
Hauser, whatever, the coach of the year.
Holzer.
Even though Mike Woodson left me in good shape, but it was a little bit tougher to get
Correct.
that done.
Correct. They were legitimately the 4 or 5 seed all the time.
So, yep. They were legitimate. Again, Nike signs Mariota and Winston. So at least they'll have some backup money once that civil lawsuit comes through,
because most of the time civil lawsuits are
just about the money.
It is.
Well, I mean, she said, "Hey, you go up front, you gonna pay for my college bills."
I don't like it, but it's.
But I mean, it really wasn't no legitimate case. It was holes in the case as far as substantial evidence, and so I'm not gonna get into all the dynamics. So the next thing is, you're gonna be a millionaire, so you're gonna give me a few $100,000.
Correct. Correct. You
just can pay me in monthly payments. That's fine.
We just talked about him signing with Nike. That was announced after the civil lawsuit.
So Nike bailed him out.
Pretty much. I mean, because Nike
said he doesn't have to touch his salary.
He doesn't. Yeah.
So
I mean,
some people have kind of hearts like that. Get people out. Here's the thing: they gonna make the money off of him because.
But you got to look at it as from Nike's perspective, or from how people look at Nike. What do you think people are gonna say about Nike?
They ain't gonna say a daggone thing about Nike.
But I mean, I've already seen some people like it's kind of shady. Of you're gonna fire Tiger Woods for cheating, right? But you're gonna hire a rapist or a supposed rapist. I mean, it's kind of a double I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe it was a Tiger Woods conspiracy.
Tiger Woods.
He was coming. Maybe Tiger was becoming bigger than Nike.
He is bigger than Nike.
Yeah, he's bigger than the game of golf.
He is. He is.
Yeah. So
he has more Twitter followers than Nike does.
Right. All right. I mean, here's the thing, man. I watched a little bit of the Masters, and every commentator, the commentator was just anything they can hate on.
It's funny. It's actually Nike rehired him, so I can't.
Yeah, they see. So,
but when the story first came out, they dropped him like a bad habit.
Which was like, to me, that's just a in-house domestic dispute.
Pretty much.
That has nothing to do like what It's not a felony. It's not. It's a marital issue that went public just because of the status. So I would be like,
he's not Ray Rice.
Here's the thing: publicity, good or bad publicity, is better than none. If anything, your sales would have increased if you stay with it.
Correct.
Because you get the publicity. So
exactly.
Somebody in house just probably had
a vendetta. Yep.
This is my time to hit you in the pocket.
Correct.
Like.
Yeah.
Let me go through the Nike department with whoever did that. Oh, you ain't cheat? You didn't cheat?
Yeah. You. Okay, you guys though, you are the cheaters, and we're not gonna hire you. Interesting how they do those.
I don't
things.
see how someone's personal thing like that, and it's not a felony or a crime.
It's not hurting anyone else.
Yeah. Like, please let him. I would say that's something he has to do in personal. We still sponsor it back because he's fulfilling his obligation on his contract. That's all that should matter.
Machida Rockhole, who you got?
Now I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna go with Rockhole.
See, that is. You make some money if Rockhole. I'm
gonna just be different. I know it was a shot.
Yeah.
I know I'm reaching.
Hey,
you see, I said I'm gonna.
That's how much I'm gonna reach.
I said, look, everybody, my disclaimer. I said it before I even.
Everybody will come out and say, "What? Are you crazy?"
Yeah.
It's tonight. Fox is, the previews actually already up there. But should be
Rockhole, you gonna get knocked the.
Yeah,
Ow!
yeah, Rocco, you're nothing. Yeah,
I'm reaching for you, though, bro. I'm reaching.
Machida, I have much respect for you. Put him out like you should. Conor McGregor, let's talk about a little what he said about Mayweather. He will kill him in 30 seconds. I'm almost done with Conor McGregor.
I thought that stupid,
asinine
stupid,
statement.
asinine.
So sorry, Stephen A. and Skip Bayless for taking that word.
Yeah, but that's asinine.
That was very asinine.
Shame on you, Conor McGregor. Shame on you for being something you're not ready to do. So, you're talking about a world-class.
Floyd's hands can't be.
We're talking about a world-class boxer.
Correct.
You're talking about someone, that has more experience on him.
Well, I mean, maybe he's going to say he's going to take him to the ground and beat him on the ground. But if Floyd, see what people don't understand is all you have to do for a wrestler to beat a wrestler that does not have hands is sprawl. You have to learn how to sprawl.
Okay.
People don't learn how to sprawl. They get taken down, they get beat by wrestlers, and they're like, "Oh my goodness, what happened?"
But
you didn't learn how to takedown defend.
I mean, who's smarter though? Mayweather, McGregor. Mayweather, what kind of fighting?
Mayweather has fought talent before,
right?
Yeah. At this particular time, can Conor McGregor beat Mayweather in a fight? I believe so. Actually, I do. Just because Conor McGregor is a complete athlete, but we're talking about boxing. On the ground. But if we're talking about just boxing match, no. Mayweather.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just stupid. Why would you say? I mean, respect somebody's
profession. Exactly. You go and step in in a ring with him, you're getting torn up. If he steps in an octagon with you,
but he's not going to do that because it's going to be respect for that profession.
Exactly. So and he's not really a guy that goes out and says, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat all these UFC fighters." He doesn't say that.
So what are you doing, bro? What are you smoking?
He just wants to make noise. He
needs something. He reaching for $1 million. Huh?
Correct. He's that new Chael Sonnen. Anything else?
Oh man, I feel sorry. I don't feel sorry. I think he's stupid. Johnny Manziel having a tough time in the media, man. Bro, just stay in rehab or something, man. You coming out and just getting real crazy. I can't. I looked at it, I read the stuff. I'm like,
I have no sympathy towards Johnny Manziel. I don't. Right. You're a first round QB on a professional team. Who cares if it's the Cleveland Browns? Yes, you're a popular guy. You produce money. Produce on the field. Produce on the field. Absolutely. You'll have this. You're not going to be worried about where your next party is, or people will come to you all the time. That's it.
And then we look at 7 players from University of Kentucky Wildcats going pro. Yeah, Duke has about 3 early entries leaving. I got Tyus Jones from Duke, Okafor, and Justice Winslow. I think Cook is in there as well.
Is he in the
Suleiman is looking to transfer. Remember, he got dismissed early in the season. He's looking to land at a college to play.
Suleiman is looking to play?
Yeah.
Elsewhere? Do you know what Suleiman did, though?
It's still in the books that he's looking to play somewhere.
He's a rapist. He legitimately.
How you see that in the feds gonna call?
No. That's why he got kicked off the team.
According to what? The drunk
according to Coach K. According to Coach K, hid this. Like this is news.
Coach K.
This is news.
Was it his daughter?
No, Solomon assaulted a female.
Was it according to the status quo or the standards?
It was 2013.
The double standards.
2013, he assaulted a female.
And here's my thing. Here's my thing in defense of some of these minority players at these predominantly white universities. You have to be careful and carry yourself because they will change the story on you.
They will. But at the same time,
I've seen it with my own 2 eyes.
At the same time, there are dumb people, Darren Sharper, who do things that shouldn't be done. They're athletes and
remember the Kobe Bryant? He made me. She wanted the money. She wanted the money. No, she didn't.
He didn't rape her.
He didn't rape her.
Exactly. That didn't happen. But but no, this legitimately did happen. As a Duke
she
person,
got smart and like, hold on, let me get some money. That's what she did. She's like,
but the Solomon thing, the chick isn't going for money.
because he's not going anywhere yet. To me, I think sometimes people get gratitude.
She's not going after the school. She didn't do nothing. It's just news that.
Yeah, because Duke has a legal thing that handles all that the right way. To keep their.
And you talk about shady things. Coach K knew, and still kept him on the team. But once it got thrown out that he did this publicly, they kicked him off.
I mean, how publicly was it, though? Local public.
It was a public where I would know it in Wichita, Kansas, because I'm a Duke fan. You're a Duke fan, you know exactly.
Right. That was the least thing I was concerned about.
Because people do a great job of hiding things.
At Duke.
Everywhere.
And then recently, nobody talked everywhere. Because you want to protect your tuition and everything. So nobody talked about a noose at Duke. It didn't make that much news when there was a noose hanging from Duke recently on the campus. Why wasn't that addressed? Why wasn't that national notoriety saying, "Hey, we have to address some things on these campuses"? That's multicultural.
It was a guy making a very ill-timed April Fool's type thing or something like that. It was that's what he said.
Yeah, right.
But you go back to people who they are going to cover things up. I heard someone told me they went down to Alabama,
right.
And the Alabama fans legitimately said if Nick Saban murdered somebody, they would cover it up. If he took a life,
we need to do a psychological testing for these for these fans. Man. I'm not a fan that serious.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm for the players. I'm for the coaches. I'm not for the owners.
If you do the felony,
you're done with me.
I can't help you. All right,
you're done.
Okay.
I don't
kill somebody. That's all right. You go to the championship.
Hey, he didn't kill nobody.
He was at my house.
Exactly. And when I heard, there was a joke, but still,
I know, but still, don't even
jokes
joke
come from somewhere. Exactly.
Just subconscious.
Exactly.
So, wow, man.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Definitely. Man,
on that note, that just go. I mean,
I just got one thing to say. You got some KCAC teams, baseball and softball. Our local teams, our colleges here, not doing that well. Tabor's on the top of the conference on the baseball side. Our local team, Friends softball, they're second to last, bottom of the basement. That season coming around, we'll give you some raps. We'll wrap that up next podcast. But also, I want to say I started this debate about this all-state high school teams. Why don't you have all-state per class? 1A, all-state, 2A. What a lot of writers and journals do, they do all-state, and you may have some for 5A, 6A. Most of your between 4A and 6A will only be in their players. And my thing, I feel was fair to the kids that work hard is each class have their own all-state selection.
They don't?
Well, not with your bigger one,
Okay.
With so the ones that it matters to me, it matters. You have your area. Yeah. You'll have your area newspapers because you can do what you want and pick your all states. But I'm talking about as far as a statewide thing.
Okay.
I mean, people can you have journalists can do whatever you want. And you pick your local papers and all state. You pick that person for your because that best player from your area in town. That happens all the time. Like you have the all metro here, and then like you in the different areas, different towns of Kansas, they have their.
But for the actual Acacia,
right? I mean, you should have it per class, and I talked about it, and also I challenge the community: have a regular season 1A versus 2A games, break it up, mix it up a little bit, break the monotony. Have 3A versus 4A. But your top teams though at that time that season, those top teams that are really top teams that year, and put them out there and go at it. If your 4A, the 5A, because your 5A and 6A kind of happens already with that ABC challenge down there. That happens between the city teams and the suburban teams, basically. That kind of happens already. 5A versus 6A with the ABCTL versus the GWAL challenge. So most of those schools are 5A and 6A teams. So that kind of happens already, but. My thing is let's just get out the old time traditional thing because when you watch 1A and 2A, most games, exception for a few, is lopsided, is blowouts until you get
like girls basketball.
Yeah, girls basketball. I mean, you got Hoxie.
So what?
1A Hoxie and 1A, 94 games straight.
Oh, jeez.
And they were voted best high school girls like some online thing. That's like, now remember that? Now they have.
Oh, correct. That's
I
right.
think they got like 3, 4, maybe I think 4 state championships in best girls high school program.
Over here, like a UConn program, and
I mean, how long can you do that? I mean, where's the talent? Where they get it from? How long can you stay? Did they benefit from a consolidation? So those are my sidebars I wanted to say. Right now, we just look forward to NBA playoff because everybody knows in any professional sport the best time is playoff
time. It's
playoff time. Football, basketball, baseball, even hockey gets good.
Don't give me regular season stats.
Right. Even hockey gets serious. You see a whole different level of play during
exactly.
Hockey. I mean, you see, but I don't know. It seems like you've been holding back the whole time. I've seen some, players in hockey like you don't see this in regular season.
Correct.
You can't watch it, and I have great appreciation for those abilities. So this is my favorite time of the year. If any sport that I watch is playoff. It gets serious. The tempers start flaring. So
the men, the who of men show up is what the playoffs bring.
Yeah, and separate the boys from the men, baby.
It definitely does that, and that's why I like to see. I think it's successful. You succeed in the playoffs, you're a successful player to me. You don't succeed in the playoffs,
you're a bum. No, I'm saying.
You're Dan Marino.
Right, Dan Marino. They didn't spend the money. They just didn't spend the money for the other supporting areas. That's where they got cheap.
He got hurt.
He got hurt and they got cheap.
Correct. Oh, true. Well, thank you very much for listening. My name is David Allen once again.
Michael Coleman.
And this is
it was
Kansas Basketball Academy sponsored as well as I Sports sponsored. It continues to be. So we thank those as well. Damn. And you guys have a good night. Sweet swishes.
I always forget that.